Cabela's Adventure Camp is a kid-friendly type of game. Their most recent releases have been hunting and mountain climbing games. So this one's a little bit different as it tries to replicate a summer camp without the terrible food. Now, I've only been to one camp in my life, and that was Boy Scout camp. It was a week long, and it sure did have a bunch of varied activities. I remember it fondly, as it was the first place where I caught a fish for the first and, unfortunately, only time. But it's also the place where I made a radical wicker basket. Then to end the day, I did some shooting with a shotgun at cans. Now, I didn't hit any of the targets, but I sure did hit the ground from the kick of that gun. So this game really brings back those memories, even if some of the activities that you do in this title were a bit ridiculous. You can play the game in a competition story mode or a free play mode. The competition mode is played out like you're competing in a week-long competition. There is an event every day. You can pick and choose what you want to play, or you can let the computer randomly pick them for you. Now, there are 8 camp games to play: biking, kayaking, shooting, wave riding, fishing, archery, hog whacking, and bear hunter ninja. Most of you probably don't know what the last 2 are, so I'm going to talk about those more in depth in a minute. Now, all the games control fine. They use the motion controls, so you only need the Wiimote to play this game. They use the motion controls to have you maneuver the jet ski, bike, and kayak, and they use the pointing controls to play the fishing, archery, and shooting games. There were sometimes different versions of games, like for example in fishing. Sometimes you have to go for size, other times you're fishing for certain colored fish, and you have to collect them in the right order. While there were different versions of games, the replayability was still a bit limited. That's mainly because the game is so easy, and there's a very good chance you might get the gold on your very first try. So you're going to wish the difficulty level was higher. Now let's talk about those 2 random games I talked about. Hog Whacked is a memory game where you beat the crap out of a gopher, beaver, squirrel, whatever those things are, for the crime of singing to you. What kind of hillbilly came up with this idea? Hey, let's beat the crap out of those animals. Why, Jebediah? 'Cause they're singing to us. Oh, Jebediah, don't forget to bring them home for dinner. Oh, you know I will. Now you listen to their tune and you hit them over the head in the order they're singing. As you complete the levels, the song will get longer and longer. The other one you might not be familiar with is Ninja Bear Hunter. It's just a crazy version of Rochambeau, or it's more commonly known as Paper, Rock, Scissors. I guess Paper, Rock, Scissors just wasn't controversial enough. I mean, seriously, paper wraps rock? Yeah, right. Rock would rip through paper. What kind of paper could take a beating from a rock? Now, Ninja Bear Hunter is played the same basic way. Bear eats ninja, ninja eats hunter. No, I mean ninja kills hunter. Whoa. Ninja eats hunter. That would be a way different game. That game would be like, oh, I don't know, bear, hunter, cannibal. I think cannibal would win all around. This hunter is delicious. No, the actual moves are bear eats ninja, ninja kills hunter, and hunter shoots bear. What is with these random characters? Why not paperboy, lawyer, and miner? Or, I don't know, hat, gloves, socks. Hat covers gloves. Gloves strangle socks. It just makes as much sense. What's a ninja doing taking on a bear? The ninja would be quick enough to get away from the bear. And why can't the hunter just shoot the ninja? Is he just too awesome to kill? Anyways, the events at times come off way too dangerous for kids to even compete in. Sure, the skeet shooting and archery I can see happening at a camp. But downhill speed biking? There aren't enough waivers in the world to stop you from a lawsuit from that. Especially when it's the most dangerous termite-infested place. The trees are falling all over the place, while some kid is laughing at you. You can play the game with up to 4 other people. While you're waiting, the other players can set off a few traps to trip up your character. Like making those trees that I mentioned fall over, if they correctly press the buttons on the screen. Cabela's Adventure Camp was fun for a while. The problem was the difficulty level. Or should I say the lack of. There just isn't anything really compelling here to replay. So I do think it is worth the rent for a child, but not a buy.